it's Grace Nova here, and today I am here with Miss Kelly Wallace.
Kelly Wallace, CNN, New York.
And I'm going to be asking her some questions about journaling and just some fun questions. And the music.
First, thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
It's such an honor to be here with you.
I'm glad you could come.
I am glad I could be here.
So the first question is, why did you decide to become a journalist?
Great question. So I always wanted to be a reporter, and it started in high school. But I thought of it, Grace, as like that dream, oh, I want to win American Idol, or I used to ice skate. Oh, I want to get a gold medal in figure skating. That didn't happen, by the way. I didn't think it was real. Like, I thought it was a dream. And it was only later in my life that I thought, you know what, I want to make sure to check out that dream and see if I can do it.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. What is one place all girls should go visit?
I love all girls to go see girls and women play sports or even performing. Whatever it is, I just love girls to see older girls and women doing that, because sometimes we don't see that enough. To see, wow, girls can do it too, right? They can do anything that boys can do. So I get a little girl power. You're amazing, by the way. Hello.
Thank you.
Great questions.
The words girl power, what does that mean to you?
I love those words. It means girls can do anything they want to do. It means they can do anything boys can do. It means that they can live their dreams and focus on what's inside, not on what's outside. And it's power. It's strong and brave and confident. I love those words. What do they mean to you?
Well, basically the same thing that you said. You're just that women are strong.
Yeah. You're growing up at such a great time, Grace, where you're seeing that. And that doesn't mean it's important. It doesn't mean that you have to be everything. It means you can be what you want to be, and anything's possible. But it also means you don't have to feel this pressure to excel in everything, right? We want to be careful. I wrote a piece for CNN, like she's enough as she is, meaning you are who you are, and we don't want the pressure of, oh, well, girls can be presidents, and girls can be CEOs, and girls can be soccer stars, and piano stars, and YouTube stars, to make them feel like they have to be all those things. Mm-hmm. You have the choice, and you can go for what you want to be, and you have the power to be who you are. So,
What is the craziest story you've written about?
God, that's such a good question. Do you know UFOs? Have you heard of what UFOs are and aliens? Well, there's a part of New Mexico where people think a UFO landed in Roswell, New Mexico. And every year they would have an alien extravaganza, counting the days until the aliens would come back. And so I covered that, and you would not believe, Grace, all the wild, crazy things that you might see.
That's very crazy.
It's crazy.
You get ideas for a story.
That is another great question. I think from my own life, right? Years when I would be covering parenting. I have 2 girls, so I would sort of think about what they're going through. From the news, from my colleagues, it's a collaborative profession. I get a ton of great ideas from other people, and then sometimes from the viewers or people on social media.
Cool. What are some go-to questions for your interviews?
I always like to prepare, and clearly you've prepared. I think I would always challenge myself to just, what would the person watching this interview want to know? Like, what would the person watching the news story? And it really depends on the story you're doing, but I would always try to challenge myself that way.
What are some examples of a good story and a not so good story?
Well, I would say, I think the not so good stories are stories where maybe I didn't really think about the audience. I have a story which you'll laugh about, being 12, when I was at CNN, about some of the terms that kids use when they're texting, right? And so I did a whole story on the 25 expressions parents need to know that kids are using on social media. Well, guess what, Grace? I forgot to ask an important group of people. I interviewed industry experts, I interviewed parents, but guess what? I forgot to interview teens, and I came up with 25 ridiculous expressions that teens say no one uses those anymore. So to me, that was a big fail. I didn't talk to the people that mattered. And I think my examples of good stories are those personal stories where you might be talking about an important, whatever the issue would be, but you bring the viewer in by sharing a personal story. And those to me were always my favorite stories.
What advice would you give to me?
Great question. I would say follow your passions, no matter what. If you love what you're doing, you're going to be happy and more successful. Try new things, take risks, and don't be afraid to ask other people for advice. And work hard. Being a hard worker is really good and important. And when you get out in your world and someone asks you to do stuff, when you're really trying, say yes and try to do those things that other people don't want to do, and have fun.
Thank you.
I think you're going to be fine no matter what, but if you do a little bit of that, you're going to have even greater life than you already have.
Well, thank you.
Oh my gosh, this was so fun. Thank you for having me and hosting me. I loved it.
The last thing.
Okay.
What does that say?
I have to look at my reading glasses. No way. All right, you're on.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, come on! Oh, wait, I'm trying to hit stay.
There you go. Oh!
She's still going. Oh, you're amazing. You are amazing.
Everyone, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you to Kelly for coming and having a wonderful interview. It was so much fun. I really appreciate it. And this is Grace Nova signing off till next time. Bye.